Alright guys, moving around a lot. Here's that 5.56 3-pronged flash hider. One of them that I put it on there. We're going to see how it shoots at this distance. I'll keep you guys posted. Hold on. So this was, I think, like 20 something feet with the flash, with that the 3-prong on there. Let's see what happens now when we're shooting with the muzzle brake, the little blast can thing. This here. We're gonna see now. Hold on. So the shift wasn't too far off. I'm gonna have to look back at the video to see if the killer shots were higher or lower, but it seems like it didn't move maybe but a quarter inch or so. So the blast can does have a slight effect, but that also could have been me. All right. Great, everybody. My name is Mark. Welcome to MD Ready. So today we're going to be talking about pin and weld barrels and my experience utilizing a tool that I talked to you guys about on Instagram. If you guys saw the quick video that I did on the pin and weld muzzle brakes, or pinning and weld muzzle brakes, not that Infinite Solutions, I'm saying that they offer those, but I just did it myself, right? So, and the reason being is because some people try to find that sweet spot when it comes to barreling. I think it really depends on your purpose of use, the velocity you're trying to reach. If you plan on doing distance shootings, if you plan on doing in-house CQB type of stuff, or if you're just kind of doing a little fun gun thing, right? So, guys, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. I want to make sure you ring the bell or click the little bell so you get the notifications. And of course, welcome to MD Ready. My name is Mark. So today, before we jump into that information, let me show you guys what I'm carrying. So I'm carrying my Glock 26, and it has the 2-round base plate extension because my finger hangs off the bottom. Yes, it is hot, ready, loaded, and go. And it does have a TRL 6 light laser combination. All right, let's put it away safely. Now, getting into the video. Yeah, so today I did shoot, and you guys will see that shortly. So, without further ado, let me show you one of my favorite rifles. So, my favorite barrel length is starting to be the 14.5, 14.7. You know, Palmetto State Army wanted to be difficult and different and do the 14.7. Typically, you'll have the M4 is their 14.5, and then you can get an M4 with a pin and weld a muzzle brake. So, let's clear this gun. Let's make sure this firearm is clear, which it is, but make sure people are happy and safe. It's clear, can't see anything in there, light through there, awesome. Now, this is my 14.7. I'm not going to go into all the details on this particular firearm because I've done it in previous videos. And you know, I'm not about super long video, guys, even though I try to keep them pretty short. So, you can see here that this Infinite Solutions or Infinite muzzle brake, I did drill it, I pinned it, and welded it to the barrel. So, instead of this being a 14.7 barrel, that's an SVR, it is a rifle. And, or just regular rifle, right? Doesn't need a tax stamp. I don't believe in NFA. I'm not sending money to them to do anything. So, I'm going to stay within the legal realms of the ledger. So, I put on this 3-prong flash hider that's similar to the military style flash hider, right? And I like it because he has these direct threads. Those threads will allow for, where is my, here it is, allow for this blast cam that I got from Infinite to fit right on. So, just like that, push the blast away from me. But the funny thing is, not even funny, I did not find this rifle to be that much louder or super loud. You know how you get those super annoying muzzle brakes that people bring to the indoor range and it's concussive, right? So I didn't find it to be very concussive, but when I put the blast can on there, it seemed like, not that it was quiet, but you felt even less blast in your direction. So it does what it's supposed to do, even though the metal is not super thick. Now, with that being said, how did it shoot? It shot very well, and you will see that video towards the end. So, I did utilize this firearm to be the test bed. Sadly, I forgot my tripod, so I kind of held the phone in my hand, put it out to about 25 feet or so, shot a few rounds with just the 3-prong flash hider or 3-prong muzzle brake on there. And then I put the blast can on, and I did see a slight shift in my shots, but it was like less than an inch, right? But you do. I personally did get a change in shot impact. Now it could have been because of me, even though I had the optic on, or the crosshairs of the optic on the same exact location. It did shift slightly. Now you see, you know that 14.5, 14.7 is my preferred and my favorite barrel length. I can get into that. I can talk all day, all night about it, but I'm not going to do that. That's not what we're here for. We're here to talk about these muzzle brakes. So, no, Infinite Solutions didn't pay me at all. It just that I think they're pretty user friendly, and you can do a lot with them. You can put a solvent trap on it to catch the solvent and gunk, so you won't pollute the environment. This gun is clear. So safety check is good to go. This is my Black Rain Ordnance rifle that I got pre-COVID-19 for like $600 used, right? It came with the Magpul sights, this nice rail. It came with some nice goodies. Wrong thing I did was put a sling, put an optic on here, put a flashlight. It had this Surefire muzzle brake on there that's on my dress over there, which I'm not going to get up and get out of frame to show you guys, but you've seen it before, and I didn't like it. So same situation with this one, but because this is a 16-inch barrel, I did not have to pin and weld it. All right, so you guys probably didn't see that. There is no pinning and welding on this particular barrel. I just literally took off the old muzzle brake, which I think was on a rock set because it was hard as a blip to get off. But I wound up getting it off. This gun shot well. I did not record me shooting this gun. I was kind of pressed for time. I went to the range a little late today, but thankfully they took care of it, brother. So, it is what it is. That one is not pinned and welded, but it worked very well. I did see a slight shift in that particular rifle as well. And it brings me to the point that when you add things to your firearm, you could very likely shift the point of impact. It could be you, of course, but my thinking is adding weight to the barrel, I guess the blast changing slightly, or the harmonics of the barrel. I don't know for sure, but that's just my assumption. If you know, please let me know in the comment section why taking the blast can off, taking it off and putting it on caused the zero, or not the zero, but the point of impact to shift slightly. So, and I thought I was tripping, but I did it. I repeated it multiple times, and I kept getting the same results. So, and lastly, a firearm that I did not shoot, but I cannot wait to shoot, guys. I'm eager to shoot. I love shooting this. This is like my budget 22, right? This is like, this is the Russians' version of a 5.56, or their answer to the 5.56. This is my 5.45 by 3.9. This one has a 14.5 barrel. So, you saw my Palmetto State Armory upper with the 14.7 barrel with the mid-length upper. That one has a pin and welded. This one is a 14.5. So, it brings it like a 1/4 inch above the legal length, and you can see it's been pin and welded. And all in all, you may be like, well, you know how to weld? No, I don't know how to weld. No, not at all. Not at all. So you say, how are you doing this? So from my research, and I could be wrong, from my research and my understanding, didn't make sure that was clear. It is clear. So please chill out. It's okay. All right? Don't make a big deal about it. Because I try to be as safe as possible, even though it may not be 100% safe. I try to be as safe as possible. But from my understanding, when they say pin and weld it, I have found, and I can't say that this is law or anything of that nature, the ATF pretty much wants the muzzle device that's adding to the barrel length, that's causing it to be a minimum of 16 inches. Typically, they do 16.1 inches. The muzzle device cannot be easily removed. I saw this over and over and over when I was reading what was in the ATF, when I read comments that people put up. The muzzle device cannot be easily removed. So you just can't have a 14.5 barrel and put on your 1.5 inch, 1.75 muzzle device and tighten it up and say, I'm good. I don't have an SBR. No, you still got an SBR, bro. But if you use something like Loctite, not the blue Loctite in the red container. If you use this, if you goop this on, it's not coming off. I made the mistake of using Loctite on a gas block. This Loctite. I wound up using this Loctite on a gas block versus using this Loctite, right? I wound up using I use actual super glue on a gas block, and I was not able to get it off. It was so bad that I used my lady's blow dryer. I did a torch. I heated it up to try to heat and burn off the glue. And even with me doing that, the bolt wound up getting, I mean, the screw wound up getting so warped that when I went to unscrew it, even though it was super hot, not only did I strip a bunch of Allen keys, I wound up just wearing the daggone the screw down that held the gas block in place. Because the gas block was dimpled, but they didn't put any type of Loctite on there. So the gunsmith said, just put some Loctite on there. I did that and I messed it up. But all in all, do understand that I highly encourage you to pin and weld the muzzle brakes. And so what I use as a caveat is I did drill. I drilled into the muzzle devices until I hit the threads of the barrel. Once I hit the threads of the barrel, blew out, the metal shavings, and I used my soldering iron and I put a bunch of solder in it. But before I even put the muzzle device on there, when I went to screw it on there and get it to how tight I wanted it to be, I put a ton of Loctite on there. So it ain't coming off without you messing up the threads. And then I also put the, I had a brain freeze for a second. I wound up using the soldering iron to make sure that metal, that liquid metal, was able to get down in there and act as a pin, right? Pin welding, whatever you want to call it. So, and I didn't clean up the solder, because if you were to, somebody see you with a shorter than 16-inch barrel, you can show them, hey, listen, it's been pinned. So is it the lawful thing or 100% correct thing to do? Hey, listen, I don't know. That's my method. If you try to wrench off that daggone muzzle brake, you're going to strip off the threads onto the barrel, so it doesn't matter. But all in all, guys, I want to wrap up by saying thanks for tuning in. If you have pin and welded a muzzle device onto a shorter than 16-inch barrel for your rifle to make sure that it is rifle length, please let me know in the comment section. If you're thinking about doing it, let me know if this was useful to you. I know it's kind of a backwoods way of doing things because I'm not a certified welder. I didn't want to play around with it. My cousin, he works for Metro. He's a diesel bus mechanic. He can weld, but guess what? I just want to kind of try things on my own, right? You know that my preferred barrel length is 14.5, that 14.5, 14.7 area. And I like the way the infinite muzzle brakes work. So, maybe you want to give them a try, check them out. Way cheaper than buying this blast can that I got from, Wilson Combat. It was like $60, right? Just for the blast can. I got all three of these blast cans and 3-pronged muzzle brakes for, I'm going to say $120. I think it was $120 ship. Between $120 to $160 ship. 3 muzzle brakes. The 3-pronged muzzle brakes and the 3 blast cans for under $200. I mean, you can't beat that, right? And we're in COVID. So, with that being said, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. We're over our 1,000 subscriber mark. I definitely appreciate you guys. If you want to shoot with a brother, definitely come out and shoot with me. Hey, somebody reached out to me last week. My son was sick. I did not, I can't think of the brother's name, but thanks for inviting me out. You know who you are. But I couldn't make it. My sons, they were under the weather. If you want to shoot me, definitely reach out to me. Let me know if you're hitting up the range. If you need some training, I'm your certified firearm instructor. I do multi-state. Most of my focus is HQL and Maryland wear and carry and concealed carry. Also, I do private lessons. However you want to mix and match it, we can create a course for you. So that's not a problem at all. If you need some consultation, I offer that as well. What I charge for consultation is next to nothing of what you have to gain. So guys, don't be afraid. People hit me up in a DM all the time about asking me questions. After a couple questions, I say, hey, it's my consultation fee. Let me know if you want to move forward. And some people get ghosts. Some people, they like it. So every person who has utilized my consultation service has maximized the efficiency of where they plan to go, save themselves time and money, because that's what I'm here to do. So with that being said, guys, God bless you all. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. God bless.